Hello everyone, welcome back to Good to You. Today we're here at Animal Kingdom Lodge because Boma is finally reopening and they're going to be a buffet style restaurant, the first buffet style restaurant to come back to Disney World property. So we're really excited to see it and give it a try. We were here earlier for breakfast. That was really good. If you didn't see that video yet, we'll put a link to it down below. But now I think we're getting ready to check in for dinner, which we're really excited to try.
We kind of spoke with our waiter a little bit during breakfast, and she really recommended a lot. She got to try it, and she mentioned that they really got to enhance some of the options since they had time, make them better.
Yeah.
So she promised that tonight we're going to see some like newer takes on some of the classic things they have, which was really promising to me. She said they all were really good, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, she was talking about the soup, she was talking about the ribs, just a lot of different things that sounded really good. So I think it's almost time for us to check in.
Yeah.
So we'll probably head over that way and see you there.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright, so we made it to the lobby here at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm really excited for dinner. Another thing I really want to point out before we go downstairs to Boma, the detail in this hotel is really fantastic. You have all these animals going around along the entire way. You have all this really great architecture here. But overall, like, this hotel definitely provides a unique aspect that you won't see anywhere else, which is really nice. I've always wanted to stay here, and I'm really excited because in about 2 weeks for their reopening, Matt and I are going to stay in the lodge here in a club level room, which we're pretty excited for. I know it's not cold by any means outside, but they have a fireplace going here, which is really cool. Kind of goes with the theming, and it's not too hot either. All right, so I think we're gonna head downstairs to check in for a reservation, which is pretty soon. Also, on my way down, I just wanted to let you guys know, Victoria Falls, which is the lounge down here, right next to Boma. Boma's down there. They are reopening tonight as well, which is pretty exciting. They open at 5. And we're going to be at dinner at that point, so I don't think we're going to be able to show that to you guys, but it's pretty significant that they're reopening. Alright, so we made it down here once again, ready for our next meal. And I will let you guys know, dinner starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 9:30 p.m. So there's definitely some options, some time for you to come. And yeah, it smells really good around here. I'm pretty excited. And before we do go in, I will let you guys know that the price is $49 for adults and $27 for children as well. So they're definitely, it definitely is more pricier than breakfast, but we'll definitely check it out and see if it's really worth it. But we're about to check in now, and I guess we'll get seated. I think the way this is gonna go is basically just like breakfast. If you watch breakfast, I'm gonna have the goo cam on right here, basically gonna cover the buffet, and then we're gonna get some food to try it, and then afterwards I'll go back up with this camera and show you guys a better look at every single thing. So we'll try that out, and I guess we'll check in. Oh, it looks like they're finally taking the barrier down. They just took a picture with everyone too, so I think they're starting to open up right now. Looks like they have some drums. This is getting exciting. This is quite the ceremony here. Oh. Clapping too. That's great. This is fun. Wow, there we go. Grand reopening of Boma. This is great.
I wonder if they always did that. Was that a thing like before the pandemic?
I don't know. We never really came like early like this.
No, we never came for dinner.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Well, they're open now. That's exciting. So I guess we're gonna get called pretty soon and be taken to our table.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Alright, we got the food. Alright, I didn't realize we were the first people, but we're first people seated. We're gonna rush up there. We want to get everything right when it's hot. So we're gonna head up and we'll see you guys later. Oh, look at the salmon. There we go. This one as well, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oops, sorry, thanks. Thank you.
All right, so we got a lot of food. Let me see what all we got. I think this is like the Vito or whatever.
The same thing we tried this morning. I
Yep.
think it's a different version though.
And then the beef and some rice
And the chicken.
and some ribs as well. Some of the salmon. I got some of the ribs, the chicken, the beef. And then I also got some oxtail soup, which looks really good. I'm excited to try all this. It all looks fantastic. I also got a African rum runner, which I'll talk about in a second. All right, so we figured out what this thing was. Gu went up and read it, and it's a sweet corn pudding with spinach and chocolate jam, something like that. It looks pretty good. I'm excited to give it a try. It comes in this little bronze tray, so we'll try it out. All right, so going back to my drink, I got the African rum runner, which is a refreshing combination of African Star rum, blackberry brandy, banana liqueur, and with orange and pineapple juices. It sounds really good. I'm excited to try this. As soon as I saw it, I knew I was gonna have to get it. It smells really good too. I'm gonna give it a try real quick. Oh yeah, that's really good. For the most part, it tastes like a regular rum runner, but you definitely get that kind of like tropical taste to it. You really do get the taste from the banana too. That's really nice.
I'm curious about this thing.
Yeah, about the corn pudding. Then Gu's about to give it a try.
Huh. So we'll look at it. Oh no, it's interesting. That's for sure. You definitely get the corn, the sweet cornness in there. A good sweet taste. You have the texture of the corn as well. It's very interesting.
You like the texture?
Yeah, I like the texture.
It was too bad, Gu. Give it to me straight.
I don't really like the chakalaka sauce very much. Maybe that may be a personal preference. I thought it tasted like a not as a cheaper like ketchup tomato sauce. That may just be me though.
I just tried some of the rib too. It has a really good flavor to it, a nice smokiness, a good texture. But I got to the end of it and it got like super fatty to the point where it's hard to chew, it's hard to get off the bone. For the most part, very good. There's just that part. I'm gonna have to get another one and try it. Also, I think that's a pretty common thing with ribs, so I'm not really upset about it. And obviously, they're all you can eat, so it's not like I'm losing half a rib that I paid for. I also tried the, what was this, rotisserie chicken or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. It's chicken. It's okay. I don't think it's anything special. It goes really nice with the barbecue sauce they have up there, but by itself, it's not really anything special.
The ribs or the chicken?
The chicken. The ribs were nice.
I did try the ribs too. The flavor's really good. I do agree it does get a little fatty, but to me it wasn't that bad. I think it just hit or miss, I think.
The salmon is really nice. Really nice flavor. Cooked perfectly. The sauce on top of it, whatever it is really nice. I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite items, the salmon. It's good. I got some of the prime rib as well. I'm going to give it a try. It's not bad. I'd say it's probably your average prime rib that you're going to find anywhere on Disney property. Nothing incredible special. But it's a nice addition to have if it's something you want.
I just tried the rotisserie chicken as well. It was okay, just like you said.
Yeah.
Not much flavor there, but pretty much what you expect, pretty much. More average, on the average side.
It would have been nice to have it marinated with some kind of really good flavors. But at the end of the day, they have so many good things here. I don't think they're going to lose a whole lot of points just for some chicken.
Okay, so I got some of the, let's see, what's the name right? The olive oil herb crusted potatoes. which look a lot like mashed potatoes, but it's basically like mashed potatoes. We'll try this out. Oh yeah. It's definitely not like the mashed potatoes you see everywhere else, which is nice to see, refreshing to see something new here. I think they're good. I will say the olive oil taste is a little too strong in some ways. It's not bad though. I'm gonna try the prime rib as well. I'm expecting it to be pretty standard. It looks pretty. I also got some of the mustard in it. The Boma mustard, which I really like to have that.
Very similar to the prime rib they have at Chef Mickey's.
Yeah. I will say a lot of it got in the sauce that I have, the mustard. And it actually goes pretty good together. Definitely not bad at all. Very enjoyable, I would say. Just not like, just not the best thing, I would say. I guess I have the rice too. And of course, it's just normal, standard rice here. Looks pretty standard.
I bet it would be good if you got some of the rice and put it in a bowl, and then put some of the oxtail stew on top of it.
Oh yeah.
I should have done that. Because the oxtail stew, I tried it. It was really good, but it was salty. I think the rice would have worked really well with it.
And I know Matt said it was prime rib. That is not correct. This is African carved strip loin. Yeah, and it was. I personally liked it. I know it's not like the best thing here, but I think it was pretty good.
It all tastes the same. African carved strip loin, prime rib. It's all the same thing to me.
And a little description of the ribs too. They're pork ribs with tamarina honey barbecue sauce. I really like that sauce too. It went really good with it. So far, everything is pretty good. I got some of the babati. Definitely not bad. I think it's better than the breakfast one. I wasn't such a huge fan on the breakfast one, but definitely not bad at all. I got some of the oxtail soup. I'm definitely, the goal of mine today is to try all the soups. But I really want to try the oxtail one as my first one right here. And a little look at it. You definitely have that texture here. Oh, it's stripping. But it definitely has a good texture, and it looks pretty good. Matt said it was good, but really salty. I'll be the judge of that right now. Let me try it. Yeah. It's good. Here, let me get another bite of it. I definitely think it's very salty. But I feel like the flavors go really good together. The meat in here goes good. The broth itself with the beans, all these things, go really good together. It is very salty though, so it's definitely a saltier soup. It's still pretty decent. Oh, here comes Matt.
So I got some Cote d'Ivoire. I have no idea how to say it. Below it said seafood gumbo. So it's basically seafood gumbo, but I got some of the white rice and put it under it. And I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's gonna go really good together. I think normally you would have gumbo with rice under it, so we're gonna give it a try. Have you tried the oxtail stew?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I really like it.
Yeah.
I know it's really salty, but I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it has a really nice flavor, nice texture.
Yeah. Everything goes good together. The beans, the corn, everything goes good with it. And that being said, it's not perfect, but it's still good.
This is really nice, this seafood gumbo. It's a little bit spicy. All the textures work really nice together. But I don't know what all is in it. I'm not finding a whole lot of seafood, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, just because it's mixed with so many other things. But I love the hint of heat. I love the saltiness. Oh, I think there was some shrimp right there. This is a really nice one, the seafood gumbo. I've only tried 2 soups so far, but the seafood gumbo is by far the best. I did know this. I had a few people actually ask me, do they still have the banana bread pudding? And they do. It's still up there. I'm gonna give it a try a little bit later.
Also, once again, I will note they have hand sanitizer right here at the beginning of the buffet. And it looks like it's kind of calming down now. So I'll show you guys a little view of the whole buffet here. Looks like the colorful ones are definitely going out faster. In your first station here, you have the sweet corn pudding, which is actually what we tried right there. There's a little look at it. Also have the olive oil herb crusted potatoes, which we also tried right there. And you also have the salmon, which was very, very good. Matt and I thought that was one of the best things. Over here, they're cutting the ribs, and that's where you get the ribs right there. Also, this is where you'll find all the sauces, all the things you could want, and the African carved strip loin. Next one is where you'll find the roasted chicken, which they're roasting right back there, which is really great. And the babati, which we actually tried. And I'm aware this meal isn't for everyone. So if there's some picky eaters here, you definitely have some chicken bites, so like chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, some penne pasta, some marinara and meatballs, and some corn, peas, and carrots. So if you want some of that, I'm gonna get a little bit of that, kind of review that too, because I feel like it needs to be reviewed in this whole review. Oh, this is interesting. You have peanut rice with coconut soy sauce and ginger. You have the spiced green beans, look pretty good, and the West African black-eyed peas and stewed tomatoes right there. And there's the rice right there. And then here's where you'll find all the soups. You have the oxtail soup, the butternut squash, the corn chowder, and the seafood gumbo, all right here. And conveniently right over here they have bowls too, so if you want to put in a bowl, which is really nice. Next one right here, you have the avocado, papaya, and grapefruit salad, which I actually had for breakfast too. And this paria, which is like a soup thing. Maybe I'll have to come back and try that too. And then they have some slaw, some pasta salads, all these things here too. So if you're in the mood for any of these two, you definitely have an option. And then here's the salad bar, where you'll find the chili cilantro vinaigrette, which I tried. They also have some Semdo buttermilk dressing there too, which looks pretty good as well. And then of course you have your fresh fruit, which they had for breakfast as well. And they have the signature Boma fruit salad, which is just normal fruit salad. And you have some spiced cottage cheese with prepared glazed pineapple. There it is. Definitely looks interesting. This is something that I have not tried yet. I'm still trying to get around. But they have a lot of the breads and different sauces, hummus, and some butter for the breads. So I'm definitely gonna have to try this out as well. There's a lot of things here. And it looks like they have the banana bread pudding. During breakfast they had the French toast bread pudding, but now they have banana bread pudding, which is right here with a vanilla sauce, the same sauce from breakfast too. And then right here you have chocolate chip cookies and some mini cupcakes too. So if you just want a simple dessert. But over here is where we'll have like more of the exotic desserts, all the exciting things everyone's always after. And of course you do have the zebra domes and all the other things right here. You have a good variety of fan favorite desserts that they've had at Boma, and they all look really good. We're gonna have to try as many as we can, save some room for dessert. And yeah, definitely everything. There's a lot of things here. We're gonna try and get as much as we can for you guys.
All right, Goo's back, and he got a bunch of tiny bowls of I don't know what.
Every single soup.
Every single soup.
So I just tried the oxtail soup, which was really good. It was definitely saltier. I know some people may not like it, but I wanted to try every single one here, give you guys a good review of it. So I got a little bit of each one. I also took a picture of all the soups so I can say everything correctly. I'm going to start with the next one, which is the butternut squash soup. Let's try this butternut squash. This is going to taste like...
Alright, there's the butternut squash soup, a very small amount of it. It looks smooth, creamy.
Alright, let me try this. Oh wow. That's good. It's definitely a more creamier soup. It's more sweeter too. Definitely get that squash taste to it. That's really good actually.
Do you think you like it better than the oxtail?
Yeah. The thing about this is it's more balanced. Everything, once again, does go together, but you don't have like one flavor that's so overpowering, like the saltiness of the other oxtail.
When we sat down, our waiter was telling us all the things they have on the buffet, and he said, and we do still have the butternut squash soup. So I think that's probably a thing that a lot of people like, and a lot of people were wondering about.
I wouldn't be surprised. All right, next one right here is the Semdo chicken corn chowder. So there's a little look at it in there too. Definitely a more like, has a lot more texture in there, a lot more vegetables in here. So we'll try this out. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely get some spice there. You get the corn chowder, definitely there. Yeah, well, definitely pretty much what I expected. The spices are pretty good. They did a good job of balancing it all. I will say my personal preference, I'm not a huge corn chowder person. So this is probably my least favorite out of the 3 I've tried so far. But still, I think if you like this kind of soup, you really enjoy it. Lastly, we have the thing I can't pronounce, that Matt couldn't pronounce either. He got the same one with the seafood gumbo. Which, as you can see here, you definitely don't see too much of the seafood component. You definitely taste the seafood component. I think I see some shrimps in here. Pretty decent. Again, this is probably a soup that I probably won't like. I'm just not a huge fan of seafood gumbo soup, seafood gumbo like this. Overall, the flavors are good. Everything goes good together. This is a decent soup right here. This probably would be my least favorite out of the 4, but I really liked it. I think the top one definitely has to be that butternut squash. The butternut squash one was fantastic. I think that was probably the best one here. Also, while I was up there, I got some salad too. They pretty much just have mixed greens, mixed salad up there, and then they also have some dressing you can choose from. So I got the, I'm gonna go double check the name. Okay. So I got the cilantro chili vinaigrette dressing right here. It's a green sauce, and it looks pretty decent. Overall, the salad, I like the aspect of creating your own salad here. So let me try this out. Oh wow, not bad. I think overall, I would say flavors there are really good, really balanced. If you do not like cilantro, this is not the thing for you, because it's very, very, very heavily tasted like cilantro. A little too much, even in some ways. I think they just, it wasn't balanced very well. It has a little too much of the cilantro taste. But overall, I think it is a decent salad dressing, and I'd recommend trying it at least. So I ended up getting that spiced cottage cheese, which we showed you up there, and it has Roberto glazed pineapple. I don't know, it doesn't really sound great to me, but it seems like all the things that don't sound great are always the better things, so we'll try it out. I'm not a huge cottage cheese person, but it's pretty good. You can definitely get the spice there. It goes really good with the pineapple. Not bad. I also got some of the bread right here. I'm gonna get some of the butter to put on it. There we go. Let's try out this butter. That bread was more like a cornbread. This is more like a dinner roll. They're both pretty standard, what you'd expect for that kind of bread. But overall, not bad.
Alright, so I think it's time for dessert. I got some here. I got a plate of almost everything, I think. There's still a couple things I missed. I think Goop managed to get them. I'm not sure what all these are. I forgot my phone, so I didn't get to take a picture. I know this is a zebra dome. This is a passion fruit tart. This was something with hazelnut and chocolate, I believe. This one right here. And then this was the banana bread pudding right here. I'm not sure what that one is. Who's gonna get an exact description, but I'm gonna try these. So I tried the hazelnut tart.
Brownie.
Hazelnut brownie. I tried the hazelnut brownie. It's okay. It has a really strong dark chocolate flavor.
Oh wait.
What?
That might be the Kenyan coffee tart.
That would make sense because it has an espresso bean on top.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
This is the Kenyan coffee tart. Okay.
It was very hard to tell, like, which one. They just had all the names listed.
Yeah. So that being said, if you think of it in terms of coffee, it's pretty good actually. It still is really strong. I want to try it with this, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's really good with this cream, with the white cream. I'm not sure what that is, but it's really nice.
Okay, so I know there were some picking options here, so I got a little sampling, if you will, of all the different options that I think would be kid-friendly or just somebody who is a picky eater, I think. So let me show you guys. Alright, so I got a little bit of the penne with the red sauce. I also got the mac and cheese and one of the chicken nuggets. Alright, so I'm going to try these out really quick. We'll see how they are. I will say I was expecting this to be a lot worse. It's definitely better than like normal chicken nuggets you'd find at like your average quick service place at Magic Kingdom. That being said though, this is not culinary excellence. Neither would I probably get a lot of these when I come here. But if you do want some standard chicken, this is pretty standard Disney chicken here. The mac and cheese is creamy. Basically what you'd want from like standard buffet mac and cheese. Nothing special there either. The penne with the red sauce is not good at all. The red sauce just tastes canned. It doesn't really taste like anything. But I will say that this is also, like the kids section, this isn't what they're specializing in. But I thought it's good to get that review there. And while we're at it, I think I was going to try the more simple desserts as well. We have the standard chocolate chip cookie. Definitely more crispier. It's your standard Disney cookie. I expect it to be more soft. This is definitely crispier. Not the worst thing. It's pretty simple what Disney cookies are. They're just cookies. Next we have the mini cupcake, which is sure to please anyone too. Pretty simple. Let me get a bite of this. Yeah, pretty much your standard Disney cupcake. Nothing special. Now that we got that out of the way, here's all the desserts here. Of course, you have the zebra cake right there. You have the Kenyan coffee tart right there.
And that's a passion fruit tart, I believe.
That is a passion fruit mousse.
Oh, passion fruit mousse.
Yep. And then you have
some kind of pineapple.
Pineapple financier. I'm not good with pastries. And the last right here, it looks like this is your hazelnut brownie. They all look pretty good. I'm going to try them all out and let you guys know what I think.
I just ate a few of my desserts while Drew was going on and on. And the hazelnut brownie was really good. I think it was probably one of the better things I've had dessert-wise here. I don't know if it's better than I think it's probably better than the Kenyan coffee cake.
Wow.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot.
You got me pretty excited here. Let's see. I think I'll start off first with the zebra cake. Since I had such a reputation, I think that's probably the best thing to start with right here.
You've had them before, right?
I have. It's been a long time. I'm not too sure what it tastes like. Here's a little of a cross section for you. There you go. Let me try this out. It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was anything special. I think it was probably my least favorite of the desserts.
It's good. It's just not like anything spectacular. That being said though, I would eat one of these again. I don't think I dislike it. I just think that compared to other things that they could put out, I don't think this is the greatest thing I've ever tried in my life. Next we have the Kenyan coffee cake. Try this out. Sure.
Yeah, take a bite from that side.
Oh wow.
At first it has like a really strong flavor to it, but then it kind of, I don't know, it kind of grows on you.
A little bit of a cross section there. Not bad. Not common anywhere.
I like it.
It's okay. Let me try this passion fruits right here. And this is like a, yeah.
That's weird. I'm scared of that.
Oh, it got on my finger. Okay. You're scared of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even try yours yet.
No.
It's a decent idea. The passion fruit's just really, really overpowering everything else. And the texture's kind of weird. I wouldn't say it's horrible though. Here's the pineapple thing. I don't really know how to pronounce it, nor do I really want to. So I'm going to cut into this, show you guys a cross section, and give it a try. Just pretty standard halfway through. The only pineapple I like it is on the top. It tastes more like sweet bread, like gingerbread type of thing. I just don't get that pineapple idea here. Lastly, we have the hazelnut brownie, which I'll show you. There it is. Let's look at a cross section right there. There you go. There's a little bit of the inside. I think Matt said this is his favorite, so we'll see how it is. Not bad. Overall, it's pretty much just a standard Disney brownie with hazelnut, like a hazelnut coating on it, which provides like a thin, crispy texture to it. Not bad. Nothing amazing either, I don't think. Overall, it was a pretty decent meal. I think the desserts were good. I don't think there was anything that was like really, really great over everything else. There were definitely decent options here, and Of course, the soups were probably the highlight here. We'll give some more thoughts outside and give our full reviews. But overall, not a bad meal, and yeah, not bad at all. On our way out, I just wanted to let you guys know Victoria Falls has opened, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's kind of weird, the sign still says it's closed, but it is open. All right, so we just got out. What are you thinking?
I thought it was pretty good. For the most part, I liked everything I tried. The soups, I think, were probably the strong
Yeah,
point
definitely.
of the meal. All of them were really good. The ribs were pretty decent. They had a nice flavor to them. I felt like they weren't necessarily the best quality, but good flavor overall. I really liked the salmon a lot. I think that was one of my favorite parts of the meal. Nice flavor, cooked really nicely. Overall, just great. I think my least favorite part that I didn't necessarily dislike, but I don't think the desserts were as good as I had hoped they would be.
I agree.
Not bad, but not the greatest either.
So there's this huge, like, everyone's really obsessed with those zebra cakes. And I kind of had high expectations. Everyone told me, you have to try the zebra cakes, you have to try them. And I tried them, and I mean, they're just, they're not the greatest thing I've ever had in my life. They're not bad, they're good, but definitely not like worth coming all the way to Boma for, in my opinion. Someone that might be different for you guys, but that was a little disappointing for me as well.
Overall, I think we're both just happy to see buffets coming back. It's a lot of fun.
And I will note, every single thing was exactly the same as it used to be. They had pretty much exactly what they had before the pandemic. And so if you loved the buffet before, you will not be disappointed out of that.
I think there were some small differences because I heard one of the managers telling the table next to us that the chefs are still working on bringing everything back how it used to be. But we didn't pick up on those differences because we didn't really come here a lot before then. But for the most part, I don't think there were any major differences, just some small things maybe.
And if you do like the soups, I'd recommend coming out. The soups, in my opinion, were the best thing of the meal, the highlight. But overall, they weren't like the best soups I've ever had in my life. They were good. So overall, I don't think this deserves a 4 for me. It definitely had some really good parts to it, but overall, as far as the food goes, I'm just a little bit underwhelmed, I think. So I think I'm going to give it a 3.67.
I'll probably give it a 3.6.
So definitely not a 4, but definitely not low enough to be just 3.5. And I'm glad buffets are back. I'm glad everything's back. That's not including my excitement for that. Just as the food, it was just a little underwhelming for me. But
as we mentioned in the breakfast video, our server told us at breakfast that they were hoping this went well, because then if it does, they're gonna start bringing back other buffets as well, which we actually just heard news that they're planning on bringing back Crystal Palace in September and Beer Garden, I think next week.
At the end of August.
August 29th or something like that. So I would say definitely, if you like buffets, if you want to see them come back, definitely come and support them so that they know that we're happy to see them and that we want them to stay around.
Definitely. But overall, I think it was a decent meal. I really like the buffets are back. Really exciting. But overall, a little unimpressed, but still a great experience. I think we can agree on that.
So I think with that, we're probably about done.
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more reviews, more any videos on this channel, or if you want to go join our lives too, we do at least 2 live streams a week, Tuesday and Thursday. We'd love to have you guys come along. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and they'll tell you whenever we have a video or live. But thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, I'm Goo.
I'm Matt.
And you're you. And we both wish a goo to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys in the next video or whenever I see you guys. Thanks.
Happy Halloween. You,